So I see you have hard skin sort of building up in these patches.
Yes.
Would you say how long have you had that for?
Probably the same time as my corn. Yes, but I think it's probably because in the past I've done a job that I was standing.
That would have done it.
Yes.
That would have done it. Do you remember how many hours you were standing up for?
Well, I worked in a hospital, so
Oof.
yeah.
Hats off to you. Bless you. So do you moisturize?
I do. Yes, I do. Yes, because I like I don't like my heels to be cracked, so I tend to cream them when I get out of the shower each morning.
That is music to my ears. You know, people that don't do that. So I'm quite happy with that. So similar principle, I'm going to be using the antibacterial first. I'm still using a scalpel technique to remove the dead skin on the side there for you. Is that okay with you?
Perfect. Yeah.
Slightly cold. Yeah. There we go.
Thank you.
Kind of refreshing there.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to start off with this patch so you can just get an idea of how it feels. Again, if it's uncomfortable, just tell me and I can change it for you. How is that? Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Perfect. So now we're just going to get rid of this patch here. And how does the sensation feel in your foot here when you're walking or when it gets hard?
Well, it feels hard.
Any pain from it?
It's pressure, never, no. Only from the corn, but never from underneath.
Quite lucky. Most people that have hard skin underneath the balls of the feet, you can feel it's quite hot, quite burning sensation. Sometimes it feels really rigid, that it's uncomfortable. They feel like they're standing on like a hard piece of, well, what patients have said to me is a hard piece of plastic, or like you kind of feel like you have no movement and it's rigid on the side. So if you're not getting pain, you're quite lucky actually. Yeah. Which is good.
I'm used to it.
Oh, bless you. You've been working so hard looking after everyone else, that's why.
You haven't got time to even think of yourself.
Oh, bless you. Well, hopefully you get to look after yourself now.
Indeed. I'll have to pamper myself.
Yeah, why not? Everyone deserves a bit of pampering.
I think people always forget about their feet.
Do you know what? I think they do sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's easy to forget. So, I have a theory on that. So my theory is, when something is hidden away, you don't see it very much, you're not going to think of it. Whereas like your hands, for example, people are more self-conscious and they pay attention and they'll look at their hands, or they'll paint their nails, or they'll moisturize and do all these wonderful things. But they're on display all the time, so you don't want to have hands that don't look or feel a certain way. So I kind of feel like because the feet are hidden, maybe, it could be wrong, but...
And you're probably right, actually. I think the other thing is that I used to judge people by their shoes. So if they didn't clean their shoes, because people used to be very smart and then would forget about their feet.
Isn't there a saying about that? You judge a man by your shoes?
Yes.
That's the one, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that came from back then when everyone used to dress smart, but then they used to forget about their shoes.
Yes.
So interesting.
Well, your feet are important.
I think so. But then again, I'm in the field, so
yes.
I'm slightly biased when I say that, I guess.
And you see, I'm 60 years of age, and when you consider all the walking, standing, carrying that I've done over those years, that it's wear and tear.
Also very true, but I have to tell you, for your age, your feet are very good.
Are they?
They are very good. From what I've seen and I've seen a lot of feet, but if I was to compare you to literally every single foot I've seen, age in correlation to the pathology, I would probably say you have one of the better ones that I've seen.
Well, you've made my day. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I think they're pretty ugly looking.
Oh, bless you, they're really not. They're really not, but it's always good because the thing is, you won't really notice, you always think your feet are the worst.
Yes.
Because you haven't seen anything else to compare it to, so you're thinking, oh, the only feet I've seen are like TV adverts or maybe magazines or Instagram. Do you use Instagram by any chance?
No, I don't.
That's fine.
No.
It's fine. Things like this where people have foot models and they're like, oh, look how lovely their feet are, but 9 times out of 10 they're probably airbrushed or they're not real. So when people say to me, oh, what's the perfect foot? I don't think there is anything as a perfect foot. Everyone's feet are different.
Yes.
And every pathology is going to be different, every toe, it's just fascinating. So there's no ideal. No ideal. But as long as they're comfortable, they don't hurt you, They do what they're supposed to do. I classify that as the perfect fit.
Yes.
You know?
I find though that in the when we've had this terrible hot weather, that my feet do swell.
Of course they will. Definitely. And how have you found that in your shoes?
Well, I tend to wear flat shoes, soft flat shoes, so that I can sort of squeeze my foot into.
Oh, bless you. Instead of squeezing, I definitely advise like a sandal that allows for the movement and the width change. Perhaps even something that has a bit of elastic in it so it kind of moves with you, or extremely soft leathers or suede or something like this. Just to make sure you're not giving yourself any other sort of
problems.
Absolutely.
But I do tend to wear flat shoes. I just can't wear high-heeled shoes anymore.
I don't blame you. I think if you get a chance to wear nice comfortable shoes, definitely do so.
I think really in my youth, I used to wear high-heeled shoes, but there's no way I could do that now.
Now, when you say high-heeled, how many inches are we talking?
I don't know, two, three, two
That
and a half,
looks
three.
like a 3.5 to 3 3/4.
Probably around that, yes.
Okay.
I used to wear...
And what was the front of the heel like? Was it sort of a, what did they call them before? Winkle pickers? Is that the one?
Yeah, they're the ones that go...
Toes?
Yes. Yeah. I have worn those, and that's probably one of the reasons why my toes are a little bit crooked.
Oh. Plus, I've seen so many people who be like, I used to wear winkle pickers and look at my feet now.
Yeah.
And I think, wow, it's amazing what footwear can do.
Absolutely. I think for fashion, used to just squeeze your foot into anything.
It's a Cinderella story, isn't it?
It certainly is.
But you wouldn't do that now.
Gosh, no. I've got more sense now. I've actually learned the hard way.
Oh, bless you. So I have a story for you. So we took my little sister shoe shopping. She needed to get a new pair for school, and then she wanted to get a nice sort of pair for, like, if she was going for an evening dress or a little, like a little party. Now she's 15, so she's quite young. And she found these shoes that she thought were absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be that annoying sister that kind of goes, no, you can't wear this or you can't do that. So she picked up a pair of shoes and she put them on. And at first she was so excited to put them on, and she put them on and she started walking, and then her face started like squinting ever so slightly. She turned around and she looked at me and she's like, what do you think? I'm like, no, you tell me, how does it feel? She's like, I think they're rubbing or they're a bit tight in the front, so I don't think these are going to be a good option. As she put them back, I cannot tell you, I was so excited inside. I was like, yes!
She's definitely a sensible 15-year-old.
I know, I was like, I like to think I had some helping hand with this one.
I'm sure.
Just going to use the antibacterial again, slightly cold. How's that feeling?
That feels great.
Perfect. So I'm just going to move around here so you shouldn't feel any hardness or any stiffness going in, so it's nice and soft again.
Absolutely fine. Thank you.
Perfect, it's all clear for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.